Pia, you're watching KiniNews. Wan Saiful may be the latest politician to join Malaysia's elite court cluster after being charged with 2 counts of corruption, but he doesn't want to be grouped with the rest. He says he's different because while others continue to hold executive positions, he was willing to give up his.
Wan Saiful Wan Jan has offered to step down from his position as Bersatu information chief. This comes as he faces 2 corruption charges. Speaking to reporters at the Parliament lobby today, he said his decision differentiates him from government politicians in the court cluster.
Keputusan yang saya ambil ini adalah sesuai dengan prinsip integriti dan semangat perjuangan yang saya junjung selama ini. Dan tindakan ini juga saya nak tegaskan membezakan antara saya dengan kluster mahkamah yang bermaharajalela dalam Kerajaan Pakatan Harapan dan Barisan Nasional hari ini.
Wan Saiful said he would let go of the executive position until he cleared his name via the legal process.
Jadi jangan sesekali ada mana-mana pihak yang cuba menyamakan saya dengan individu-individu lain dalam kluster mahkamah. Saya dengan suka hati, dengan suka rela, dengan tanpa berbelah bagi melepaskan jawatan saya yang berbentuk eksekutif ini, sedangkan mereka mencari dan menggunakan jawatan eksekutif untuk kepentingan diri sendiri.
Wan Saiful also vowed to take legal action against those who continued to tarnish his name. He is expected to meet with party president Muhyiddin Yassin to discuss what to do next.
Wan Saiful's resignation has been accepted by Bersatu. However, party president Muhyiddin Yassin stressed that this does not mean Wan Saiful is guilty.
Bersatu President Muhyiddin Yassin today praised Wan Saiful Wan Jan for resigning as the party information chief. Muhyiddin told reporters today that Wan Saiful's resignation does not imply that he is guilty of the corruption charges. Instead, Muhyiddin said it shows the level of responsibility taken by Bersatu leaders.
Bukan kerana kita mengatakan dia sudah bersalah atau tidak. Ini satu set standard kita nak menunjukkan bahawa kerana dia berhadapan dengan tuduhan, supaya tidak menimbulkan apa-apa salah pandangan terhadap Bersatu, beliau sendiri menyatakan saya akan letak jawatan. Dan ini satu langkah yang cukup saya hargai, tetapi tanggungjawab itu akan terus nanti akan dipimpin oleh satu ahli majlis tertinggi baru.
According to Muhyiddin, Wan Saiful's resignation is effective today. He also expressed hope that the issues currently facing Bersatu will not cast a negative perception on the party. Earlier today, Wan Saiful offered to step down from his position as Bersatu information chief.
On the same topic, MACC has slammed the person showed on a TikTok video who allegedly implied the graftbuster attempted to bribe Wan Saiful to frame Muhyiddin.
The MACC did not offer 10 million ringgit to Bersatu information chief Wan Saiful Wan Jan in exchange for framing Muhyiddin Yassin in a graft case. The denial came from MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki. He also hit out at a person who claimed to be a freelance researcher for Wan Saiful for making the allegation in a video uploaded to TikTok. Speaking to Free Malaysia today, Azam said the person is irresponsible and the MACC will take legal action against him. Meanwhile, the person concerned, Muhammad Shafiq Abdul Halim, issued a written apology to the MACC. He claimed that he had misspoken after Pakatan Harapan cyber troopers provoked him by leaving comments during his TikTok live stream. He also said the resulting video was trimmed to cast him as though he was making allegations against the MACC.
Saya buka untuk berbisi tapi untuk tanya soalan ni lah. Cuba cerita sikit. Saya bagi tahu dah tadi. Semalam dia dipanggil dipanggil oleh pihak SPRM pada jam 7 petang. Pada jam 7 petang di mana pihak SPRM menawarkan kepada Wan Saiful Wan Jan RM 10 juta yang mana untuk menukar kenyataan dan mengatakan bahawa dia telah menerima arahan daripada Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin untuk menerima wang rasuah dan sebagainya.
Shafiq said the allegation was merely a rumor that he sought to verify with Wan Saiful. He added that he had no intention of accusing anyone, including Azam Baki, in the video he claims had been trimmed and circulated by Harapan cyber troopers. Yesterday, Wan Saiful was slapped with 2 graft charges in relation to the Jana Wibaba program. The first charge for soliciting a bribe of an unspecified amount and the second for receiving a bribe of 6.96 million ringgit between July 8, 2022 and September 30th, 2022.
Moving on, PAS is willing to reach into its own pocket to make sure Bersatu has money to fund its state election campaigns.
PAS will provide funds for Bersatu to face the upcoming state elections. This comes after the MACC froze Bersatu's accounts. According to PAS Dewan Ulama Chief Nik Muhammad Zawawi Saleh, PAS will always back its allies in the Perikatan Nasional Coalition. Speaking to Utusan yesterday, he said PAS has a lot of money and if Bersatu has no money, the Islamist Party will give them money. He added that PAS does not need a lot of money to contest in polls. The Pasir Putih MP was commenting on rumours that PAS may leave PN as Bersatu no longer has access to money to fund its campaigning for the upcoming elections in 6 states. Earlier this month, the MACC froze 2 of Bersatu's bank accounts with about 40 million ringgit in them. This was over allegations that the party received contributions from some 10 contractors who received various projects when the party was running the government.
The generosity shown by PAS has left one UMNO leader with a few questions, starting with where did PAS get the money from?
UMNO Information Chief Hisham Jalil has asked where PAS is getting its money from to finance Bersatu's state elections campaign. He also reminded the Islamist Party that it had once said it does not have enough money to address the water crisis in Kelantan. Hisham was responding to comments made by PAS Dewan Ulama Chief Nik Muhammad Zawawi Saleh. Earlier today, Zawawi said PAS will provide funds for its partner in PN to face the upcoming state elections following the freezing of Bersatu's accounts. Hisham also urged PAS to explain how much money it has given to Bersatu and received from the latter before. Hisham further noted that if the source of funding was government projects, it should not be channeled to individual political party accounts for its leaders to win elections. Hisham added that if any government leader asked, accepted or used money from government projects for his or her party use when the party is still in power, it would be tantamount to corruption or misuse of power.
A PAS MP has 3 days to respond to the Prime Minister's letter of demand or he'll face legal action for something he said this week.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has sent a letter of demand to Pendang MP Awang Hashim. This is over Awang's remarks accusing Anwar of being more vindictive than Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. In the letter dated today, the PKR leader demanded that Awang retract his statements publicly, apologize without condition and promise not to repeat such allegations again. Anwar, through his legal counsel, Ahsan Nair and partners, also demanded a substantive compensation cost from Awang for the damage caused to the Prime Minister's reputation, as well as all legal costs arising from this matter. The letter also stated that if Anwar did not receive any satisfactory response within a period of 3 days, legal action will be initiated. On February 21st, Awang reportedly accused Anwar of being more vindictive than Mahathir. Awang was questioning the lack of prosecution on the littoral combat ship scandal, a case that is linked to Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zaid Hamidi. Awang brought this up in contrast with the corruption charges against Bersatu Information Chief Wan Saiful Wan Jan yesterday, calling it selective prosecution. He said even Mahathir, who was called cruel, was not like this.
Many Harapan MPs want the government to review SOSMA. Review it shall be, but don't expect SOSMA to disappear because the government plans to keep and improve it.
Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail told Dewan Rakyat today that Putrajaya is studying proposals to improve SOSMA. Saifuddin said this in response to a question from Batu MP P. Prabhakaran on whether the government will abolish or review SOSMA. Saifuddin said his ministry is holding discussions and workshops to study the proposals from NGOs, academics and community groups, among others. The Security Offences Special Measures Act allows for up to 28 days detention without trial for those suspected of security offences. Critics said this was not clearly defined and thus subject to abuse. Section 30 of the law also attracted criticism because it allowed for a person tried under the law to be held in detention pending exhaustion of the trial process. In contrast, a murder suspect will enjoy freedom upon acquittal by the lower courts. In December last year, Malaysia Kini had reported on the plight of 36 people who are still held under SOSMA while pending trial under different laws. Pakatan Harapan's manifesto does not promise any SOSMA reforms. However, many Harapan MPs have urged Saifuddin to review the controversial law.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news update. If you like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Pia. Thanks for watching.